Hey everyone, welcome to Encore, and today I'm going to show you a Medusa inspired mask for Halloween 2008. Hey everyone, welcome back. So for Halloween this year, a group of my friends and I have decided that we're going to go all together out and party dressed up as the characters from the movie Interview with a Vampire. And I am going to be dressed up as hopefully Lestat. We haven't really decided yet, but anyway, I'm growing my nails for it. Look, they're growing really nice. I still have about a week to go. And then I'm just going to probably like paint them something grubby. I don't know if I'm going to paint them black yet, but maybe we'll see. But I'm growing them just for Halloween. So I'm kind of excited about Halloween this year because, you know, we're going out in the theme, and a lot of people do that. You know, a group of friends, they dress up as, you know, various different themed characters. You know, like last year I saw a group dressed up as 101 Dalmatians. It was really cool. You know, with Cruella de Vil, and you know, the rest of the guys and girls are all dressed up like Dalmatians, so that was really, really cool. So hopefully, you know, the Lestat, the Interview with the Vampire theme would be good this year. We'll see. Anyway, one of the looks that I've created for my tutorials is this Medusa inspired mask, and it's a little bit on the intricate side, but it's pretty easy actually to do. And just to speed up the video, I'm just going to skip through the base of it. So I'm just going to tell you what I'm wearing. I'm wearing a foundation that is 2 tones lighter than my skin tone, so you can see in my neck, so my face is a little paler. And then I contoured using Dark Soul pigment. Alright, and for my eyes, it's really simple. In my lid, I'm only wearing Flourishing, and it's a matte squared by MAC. And then for my highlighter, it's Blank Type, another matte squared eyeshadow. And for my brows, it's just defined and arched a little bit using a brow pencil in Velvet Tone. And then for my liner, it's EnKore in Teddy for the top and the bottom, and then I smudged a little bit of handwritten eyeshadow right in my lower lash line. So that basically completes my whole eye look, and for the rest of this video we're going to focus on the details on how I did the snakes in the mask. And I've chosen coral snakes because I think it's one of the most deadliest snakes in the world. It's really, really poisonous, and it's at the same time colorful. And we're also going to briefly go over how I did the lips, and this is really easy to do. So if you guys are ready, I am. Let's begin. Begin drafting the outline of your snakes using a brown eye pencil, and in this video I have chosen to use Fawn. Now Fawn is a brow pencil, and I'm going to be drawing the snakes so that they look like they're cascading down my face, starting from my hairline. Now the placement of the snakes is all up to you. I'll leave that to your creativity, so just be as artistic as you can. Now the lines doesn't have to be clean because this is just an outline, so it's going to be blended out later on. Okay, our next step is we're going to prime using a white chroma cake and a concealer brush, and we're going to white out every snake that you have drawn in your face. Now again, this doesn't have to be really neat and clean because it's just going to be like a primer, much like painting a wall, a different color. You know, you prime it white first. Now we're going to set the chroma cake with invisible set powder. Any translucent powder will work, and I'm using my MAC 225 blending brush. Okay, now using brown script eyeshadow, which is a matte squared, in my pencil brush 211, we're going to add some dimensions to the snakes by adding this kind of like shading the snake, so that way, you know, it gives it a little bit more of a 3D effect. So just follow the outline of the snakes and make sure that it's blended outwards towards your skin and it doesn't have any sharp edges. By doing this, the snakes are going to pop out a little bit more so it doesn't look like it's flat on your skin. So when you're doing the shading, try to focus more on where the bend of the snakes are, because that's usually the areas that's going to cast more shadows naturally. So focus on those areas more. Okay, our next steps, we're going to use a darker shade of brown, and this is Embark eyeshadow, and again the 211 pencil brush. And we're going to add this on top of the brown script eyeshadow, but we're going to make this a little thinner, just like that. So that way it adds a little bit more depth to the shading. So don't make this too white that it covers the whole entire brown script color. But make sure that the two colors are blended together and there's no sharp lines in between. Again, focus on the bends and the curves of the snakes. And this will definitely assure you that your snake's going to be a little bit more dimensional. Okay, I accidentally deleted this segment, but I used yellow pigment and dusted it over the white so it looks more yellowish. Now I'm using EnKoreMakeup pigment and a flat shader brush. And what we're going to do is we're going to create stripes on the snake. Okay, because this is a pigment, what you want to do is press the pigment right into your skin using a packing motion, much like you see on the screen. So this way it doesn't cause any extra cast-offs or fall-offs. So, okay, what you want to do is do this about an inch apart, 3/4 of an inch apart. Okay, and next, after you've done all the snakes, we're using typographic eyeshadow and this is an angled brush. You can use a 266 or 208, and we're just going to stipple that right where the yellow and the red meets. So it's almost like a black stripe. Now we're working on coral snake, so the colors are kind of like that light yellow coral, kind of reddish coral, and then black stripes. Okay, and then once again, anywhere where the yellow and the red connects, you want to put typographic in there. You can use any colors that are like a dark color, like Nehru or print, things like that. Okay, after you did all that, we're going to use Frankly Scarlet blush. And I'm using a deerfoot brush and a mesh material. Now this mesh material is actually an onion bag that I just cut a big square, of it. And what we're going to do is we're going to stencil the Frankly Scarlet over the electric coral. Just like that. So now it's going to give you that scale pattern, as you see on your screen. And then using carbon eyeshadow, do the same exact thing on top of every typographic. So the snakes now should look like this. Okay, so using a Teddy eye pencil, this is an eye kohl, we're going to create the fangs. So what I'm doing is I'm just drawing 2 V's. That's 1. And that's 2. So that you're just creating fangs on your lower lip. Alright. Next, using our white chroma cake, once again, we're just going to fill in the inner part of the fangs with the white. I'm just using a concealer brush that I used earlier. So just fill that in, so that way it looks like white fangs sticking out. Next, using brick lip pencil, I'm just going to line the lips, starting with the lower lip, making sure that you don't line the fangs. So just kind of stop where the fang starts and then, continue on the outer part of the lip. Okay, now for the upper lip, I have chosen to do a pointy kind of like a peak on one side and a rounded on the other. Just like that. You can pretty much do any kind of lip design you wanted. And then once that's lined, what I'm going to do is I'm going to use the same pencil. I'm just going to fill the rest of the lips in. And for this look, you can also use gloss if you'd like, but I prefer not to because the lip pencil alone is going to last all night, so it's great for Halloween. Okay, so that simply completes your Medusa-inspired mask look. Okay, so just be as creative, be as artistic as you can, and most of all, be safe this Halloween season. Otherwise, have a good time, and I'll see you guys soon. Bye!